Yo guys, I am Hank Fields. I have a few channels, but this is going to be my math tips channel, as I've really come to the conclusion that I want to help some people out. So today, we're going to be going over a graphing calculator that I use for Algebra 2. This is the Texas Instruments TI-84 CE. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Sorry about that. So yep, TI-84 plus CE right there, as you can see. So let's go ahead and power it on. See, I've already been it on a little bit, but there are a few cool features with this. See, I have a quadratic here. No, never mind. That's not going to work because it's only by tens on the graph. So we're going to go with just a normal, it's just a simple X. Oh shoot, I put two X's in. It's going to be a little bit jank video because I don't have any equipment to film on. So there we go. Just a simple X squared. It's just going to show a parent function of a regular quadratic. And there you go. There is an X squared quadratic right there. Now, there are many variations to these, but that is just showing off. Now you can hit the second function here, and then you hit graph, and it shows you a table. It can show, so if you're working on some homework, you can see, where all the points are if you have to graph. Now here you can see it will go up to infinity. It will just keep going to infinity. Usually when you're making a T-chart, you want to use -4 to 4 because those are usually really common points. So yeah, so we're going to hit the second function and hit quit here. And I actually have mine set up because right now we have just went through negative square roots. So if you guys are not in Algebra 2 yet, so if you take a square root of a negative number, because as you know, you have to have a perfect square to get a negative number, and two negatives make a positive. So basically what you're going to have to do is there's actually no real solutions. So we go to imaginary solutions. So let's just go ahead and put in a square root there. Oh shoot. I'm going to delete that there. We're just going to do so this is so jank, I'm sorry. I will do better soon. I have to get one. We'll do a negative, as you can see there. We're just going to do a 144. Now, regularly, when you first get the calculator, it will say error, no real solutions. But I've went into the modes here, put it to where I can actually see the imaginary solutions. So we're going to hit enter. 12i. 12i is imaginary. That's what the I stands for, is imaginary, since there's no real solutions. So there you go. I'm going to hit clear. And I will be making multiple videos over this calculator because there are just so many functions on this calculator that you can do that it's just crazy. And this phone's video quality is terrible. Hold on, I'm gonna we're just gonna bring the brightness down a little bit on this because we go, that's a little bit better. Yep. So even though on this mode you go to, maybe even if you go to a Y, to the Y button up here to go and put in something for a quadratic, even if I put a second X squared, we'll go a negative, we'll go 64 this time for 8. It's not going to matter because when I hit second and then table, see, it's just going to say error because none of them are real. They're all imaginary. All these solutions are imaginary, you guys. It's just really crazy because when I was younger, I knew nothing about, I did not think I'd be, oh yeah, here we go, mode. So you can see right here, real. When you get this calculator and you put that in, shoot, bro, this is so bad quality, alright. But yeah, you can see I have it selected to the second one, which I will read off, which is A plus BI, which has imaginary, and then you have these, which is something else. I have not figured that out, but normally it's on real, which is going to say error every time you put something in imaginary. Yeah, and you can do all kinds of stuff on this with geometry. So you got, excuse me, you have sine, cosine, tangent, and then the second function you have sine negative first, cosine negative first, and tan negative first, which I've not got to that yet because I haven't taken trig yet. It's got all the regular calculator functions. A lot of stuff on here I still don't know about, which, you know, I'll still continue making videos on this. Oh yeah, this is for the graph here, and it shows how much it goes by. Like when you go to the graph, so if I go to graph here, so you can see nothing on there because it's just imaginary. You can see I move that down, but it just goes to negative 0.121951, which is, you'd think it'd just go down by 1, but it doesn't. So yeah, you can set that differently. I have not adjusted it for the time being, but I might adjust it later in time. So I had these kind of calculators at school, and then I needed my own because they weren't as good. So I bought my own. This is like $120. So far, it seems pretty worth it. I did a bunch of math assignments today that I have from school. Very, very good calculator. Very understanding. Very easy to... I prefer the Texas Instruments because the Casio's just not as good in my opinion. Oh yeah, math. So you can go to math here. And you can see you can do all this. You can do cube roots if you want. So you can see right there, if you can't, the video quality is terrible. So 4, you have 3 and then it's a square root sign. So that's a cube root. If you want to take like the cube root of 27, you get 3. So, and then here 5, you can do a root of any exponent, so, or of any index. So you can do a 4th, 5th, 6th root. You got all this stuff down here. We're gonna go to quit. But look, here's apps. You can do finance stuff, easy data, inequals, or which is inequalities. You can do all that stuff with this calculator, which is absolutely crazy. But this is just showing off this basic, just the basic things that you can maybe do. It's kind of random. So I was just bored. I'm like, I don't know, I'd make a new channel. This is my first video on this channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. There will be more videos coming up on this calculator. I'll be explaining some more stuff tomorrow when I upload. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in if you have seen this video. And goodbye.